So this just came out. Nike is kicking Kyrie Irving to the curb. No place for hate speech. Now, first question, what hate speech did Kyrie use? From my understanding, it seems like he's being suspended because reporters stuck microphones in his face and wanted him to say something, and he didn't want to say whatever they wanted him to say. Hey, Kyrie, are you an anti-Semite? Kyrie's like, why are you even coming at me with that? And they're like, no, but are you an anti-Semite? Why are you even coming to me with that? And now, because he doesn't use the words that you want him to use, because he's not speaking whatever you want him to speak, y'all are going to start just cutting his deals, suspending him. Where in America does it say?
All right, so it looks like Nike just pulled a surprising move and dropped Kyrie Irving, not officially, but they have suspended him indefinitely due to the remarks he's made over the past week. So for a refresher, let's see how we got here, peel back the layers a bit, and dive into why Nike is making this move for the real reason. Before we hop into it, make sure you subscribe below to Fashion is Art, as we'll be bringing you some new topics every week of what's going on in the fashion industry and how it's been, in fact, impacting the bigger picture. You know, when it comes down to Kyrie, there's been a lot of back and forth with him, the media, his teams, as well as the sponsors that have joined with him throughout the years. They're kind of working through how they're going to move forward at this stage in time. Why this has been a problem, we're not going to shed too much light on the video, the comments, the tweets that Kyrie has made. All you need to know is that it's become a problem. They publicly stated that they really wanted Kyrie to make some sort of apology to the Jewish community. And Kyrie, if you follow basketball enough, you know that he's a little bit stubborn when it comes to a lot of the things he wants to do, but also he knows that he doesn't want anyone to paint him in a certain light, especially through the media. And you know that the media, especially in New York, is going to want to push a certain narrative that could make him look even worse if he answers it in a certain way. So with that, I feel that's why he's been kind of laying low for the past few days until the NBA came out and suspended him first. Now, when Adam Silver, who's the NBA's commissioner, came out, suspended Kyrie for a few games, that's where we saw his actual apology come through late Thursday night. Nike had already made the decision, probably at end of day Thursday, to come out with a statement Friday and officially just cut him off. And here's what they said. At Nike, we believe there is no place for hate speech, and we condemn any form of anti-Semitism. To that end, we've made the decision to suspend our relationship with Kyrie Irving effective immediately and will no longer launch the Kyrie 8s. We are deeply saddened and disappointed by the situation and its impact on everyone. The Kyrie 8s had a few different colorways. I think one was a white, red, black that will show across here, and then a few other rainbow-ish designs as well. Now they're putting that on the shelf, which is kind of surprising, it being that Kyrie is a top 5 seller when it comes to their signature shoe lines. When we think of LeBron, we think of Michael Jordan, obviously with the Jordan brand. Kyrie's moving some shoes as well. So it's really surprising that even with the suspension, they would still opt to shelf shoes that are already in production, already in movement. Nike didn't have any pre-existing issues with Kyrie that would have opted for this quick dismissal. There are no reports of Kyrie meeting with the CEO, the chairman, the board members, anyone connected to Nike, board members, the shareholders, whoever is pushing the money through, the stockholders. They're imputing good business to make them all feel better. What I mean by this is one of Kyrie Irving's, and we'll show this shot here, he's at the game, and you can see in the middle a group protesting his anti-Semitic comments. You gotta look at these dudes. Are any of them actually there to watch Kyrie? Would they be there to watch basketball anyway? Is basketball hurting in any way, shape, or form with the community that is supposedly targeted? No. Nike is not going to lose any sort of money or have any severe amount of backlash if they would have just kept Kyrie on until, say, the rest of the year, or even just had the shoe launch off itself. Honestly, it probably would have put them into the green a lot more than they are now with everything that's been going on with Nike through the years. with the lawsuits that they've been incriminating in the past few months, because Kyrie is a name that spreads a lot of eyebrows. You get a lot of clicks when they post something about Kyrie. A lot of non-sports people who follow just popular culture know about Kyrie. So with that in mind, they were going to move a lot of shoes, a lot of sneakers. So end of the day, it just tells me that someone up in the Nike castle came down and was like, hey, we can't have this dude making these certain comments. It's making us look bad. And they're just getting in the way of a lot of great things that they could have in motion for that. Now, will Kyrie be back with Nike? In my opinion, it's very unlikely because, again, the chronological order of everything is Kyrie has the tweet, he has the video, days go by of the backlash, the NBA steps in, he apologizes, Nike drops him. With that, I can see Kyrie's next step of being like something along the lines of a angry defiance, in the sense of they came out, I apologized, went back, and he's set to lose 11 million from the deal with Nike. So that's definitely going to hurt his pockets and not make him really want to be involved with them going forward. I can easily see Kyrie just wanting to cut the deal altogether, terminate it, and just move on, if Nike hasn't even thought so already. Now, of course, just like the Nets came out and said, we have never thought of releasing Kyrie before the NBA suspension, Nike's probably not going to come out and say, we're going to terminate his deal. But that's the same thing that Adidas said, same thing that Gap was saying, and we see how that's been playing out. So at this stage, we're really just going to see how it plays out with Kyrie. We'll see if he ends up going solo, going to Adidas. There's a lot of other options where Kyrie can thrive. However, in the climate that we are in, with some of the comments he's made, it's going to be tough for him to get back into that realm of sponsors and those connections, just because of how things are. But in the end of the day, we don't care about that. And we know that even Kyrie saying it himself, not an anti-Semite, he's just someone who is trying to spread awareness for Black people. And if you actually pay attention, if you take that time to view some of the content that he's talking about, you'll know exactly what we mean. But I'm going to leave it up to your interpretation, your opinion. Comment down below your thoughts of Kyrie and all this mess, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. These my dollars make it hurt.